answering the questions for the media. So I'd just like to let you in on a few facts that is organized by Driftmasters Entertainment, Drifting and Gymkhana, co-organized by Mr. Ian Kong. We're going to have Miss Lydia Lowe, the director of Driftmasters Entertainment, towards my left. This is an event, first time ever in Malaysia, that will be held with fusing Drifting Gymkhana together with a music festival. So without any further delay, I'd like to hand you over to Mr. Philip Liu, a representative from Driftmasters Entertainment, to tell you all about it. Philip?
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to one and all. Welcome to the press conference today. Thank you very much for taking time to attend our press conference. With a little introduction of myself. My name is Philip Liu and I represent Driftmasters Entertainment today. We host and organize a new event for the year 2012 called Trax on Track. The Driftmasters Entertainment Company, we focus a lot on lifestyles. So not only putting off road shows, functions for clients, we organize events to the public to generate interest in events and branding. Of all the previous events we held, I'm particularly interested in this one. I'm personally a car fanatic, if you can see my shoes. Don't laugh at my age, but I do like to go around partying at concerts with those young cars. This is a must-attend event. Must-attend our event to ensure fast cars, hot girls, rave party with international DJs, all in one event day. So when you're a car fanatic, a party goer, or even an event suitable for the works of life. Okay, I'm not going to steal the show, the limelight. I'll leave the rest for them to answer, otherwise there's nothing to do here. We'll proceed on. I'd like to say many thanks to some of our sponsors who have been very supportive throughout in making this event possible. Firstly, I'd like to thank Score and Heart Magazine for being our official and supporting entertainment magazine. Thank you goes to Hypertunership Magazine as our official automotive and supporting magazine. Also, many thanks to Trax Hotel as our official hotel. And a very special thanks and cheers to Carlsberg for making this press conference happen, with free flow of Carlsberg to enjoy. Thank you again to Rainbow for giving us wings to fly. Before I hand it over, I'd like to mention there are VIP tickets in your press kit. So please come and enjoy the event with us. And we are also giving away an extra VIP ticket right now. Okay? For a lucky person, can you all kindly put your hands under your seat and feel if you're that lucky person, so you can bring a friend along. Can you just put your hands on your seat? Anyone with a ticket under the seat? Anyone? Try harder. You did? Cheers.
Not really my seat, but yeah.
You got one. Right.
You were going to win it? Oh, okay, you're going to win it. Please check under the seat, not under anything else. Just the seat.
Do thoroughly check. I think someone else.
I think one more ticket out there. Yeah. Check under your seats. And we've got a lovely VIP ticket for you this event.
Anyone else?
I'm sure there is one more.
Yeah, there's one more. Check the chairs, empty chairs beside you. You probably find one back there. Okay.
In the meantime, I'd just like to let you know that Trax is actually open to public. Anybody can take part. All you got to do is go in front and register. Of course, there's an early bird registration offer for you for limited time only, and a pre-sale inclusive of one Red Bull drink, one of our sponsors, of course. Like to thank Carlsberg as well, Renault, Hypertube Magazine, Score Magazine, Hot Magazine, Red FM, the official radio station, and many, many more. In the meantime, before we go to our Q&A, I'd like to introduce you to our two other friends. One from Singapore, Mr. Jason Tan, from the team Driftmasters. He's the drift champion, and of course, Ian Kong on my left, who is our Malaysian champion as well. Now, just for the people who want to take part, maybe you can explain to us, do they need like a driving license, do they need to bring their own car, stuff like that?
For those interested in drifting competition, basically you need to have a driving license. Yes, you need to bring your own car. But if you do not wish to use your own car, you can actually contact the organizers right after this press show on Facebook. There's actually a Facebook Trax on track, and you can sort of ask questions there and come to us right after that to ask about the cars that you go.
So that means we can actually ask for a car. You can actually, so it's like a rental car thing.
Yeah, you can make some arrangement for that.
Excellent. All right. Anything to add, Mr. Ian Kong? No? Leisure, anything from you? Sure. Okay, we're going to open up some questions to the press. So members of the press, if you have any questions, please put your hands up and come to the mic and you can ask the panel any questions you want to know about the Trax exercise happening in November. All right? Any questions for the press? Anybody, please lift your hands up. We'll send a mic over to you. Tell you what, I'll start the ball rolling. Alright, I'll put this up to the panel now. What is the objective behind organizing this event? Anybody?
For this drift event, it's not only for fanatics. So it's like for people who like me, who like I don't know much about drifting or gymkhana, and I like to see a race and also go for a concert. So it's like an all-in-one event. You get home and it's just like a carnival to have fun, and everybody can enjoy it.
So it's kind of like a fast-paced event. It's gymkhana, drifting, and a music festival. Now, drivers from which countries are expected to participate in this event?
Okay, we got a highlight of the 5 nations. So there's a 5-nation friendly drift exchange from Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, and Philippines. And that would be a very nice highlight because drifters will let us see performance shows.
Okay. Now, what are the judging criteria for both events? I mean, as a person who doesn't do drifting, like me, what are the criteria for the judging?
For the drifting judging criteria, we'll get 3 judges actually from Malaysia and Singapore, and we'll be judged based on riding, speed, angle, and style.
Okay.
So it's drifting is a different form of motorsports compared to usually racing, where the criteria and the objective is to get a faster timing. But in drifting, right, the overall style, angle is like a figure skating of motorsports. So a lot contributes to the style, and it's subjective to how you actually get the points.
Interesting. So, can you just explain a little bit what's the difference between drifting and gymkhana? What are the different skill sets that a driver needs to win?
Okay, for gymkhana, for drifting, basically, like what I said, the different criteria are the entry speed, the lighting, the style, and actually the angle that the cars will be drifting at. Okay, so based on the points, yeah, for Gymkhana, it's more like a time control thing. There's an obstacle course where the car will actually start off from the starting point and then move through obstacle course in a format that is given to them before the actual start of the Gymkhana. So they're going to plot the timings and then based on that, the one with the fastest timing will actually win the Gymkhana. But for Gymkhana, right, the expert is actually right beside me.
That's right. I'd like to introduce you to Ian Kong, our local champion here. He's going to explain to you what Gymkhana is all about.
Hi, good evening everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank Glamorous Entertainment for bringing an event of this scale to Malaysia because it's been a long time coming. It gives us great pleasure for him to work along with Jerry, to work along with Jason to put this team together. For those that don't know what I do and what he does, he likes to go sideways and I like to drive straight. So basically, Gymkhana is different a bit from drifting. Gymkhana is based on a very short event, time trial event. So basically, we take any open-air car park, lay it out with cones. We make a small little course, so the fastest time of the day wins. But of course, the cars are split in different various categories, 1.3, 1.6, 1.8, 2 liter. So this gives everyone, a small car, a big car, a chance to win part of the cash prize. Of course, media will explain further next time. In time to come, how much the cash prize stands for. But for the first time, Gymkhana is offering the biggest cash prize award. So this is pretty awesome. For those that don't know how to register, basically anyone with a car with a valid driver's license can participate. Of course, there's some paperwork you need to do, and of course, we need to cover you guys with insurance and everything else. So there will be a little competition license given out as well. But basically, if you like to go sideways and want to follow the rules of the road by following the lines, you look at this guy. But because in drifting, the more angle you have, the more style you have, the faster you go, you can kick the rear end out better, then yeah, that's drifting.
So it's like the more singing you go, the more chance.
That's why Jason doesn't walk straight. But yeah. But the Driftmasters is one of the best teams around from Singapore, and they have a lot of precision driving at hand. So maybe next year, maybe I will go up against Jason, because I cannot play in his field. You better come to my field, it's a bit lower. Yeah, but basically Gymkhana is popularized by Ken Block. For those that don't know what Gymkhana means, it means Gymkhana, which is 2 words, is sports. It's gym, which is sport. And Kana is car, it's actually car dancing, popularized by Japanese. Because the Gymkhana in Japan, they got a lot of small car parks, so they go around and around the world again. But every other part of the world, they call it time trial, auto test, auto sprint, or auto cross. It all means the same. So basically, there you go. Now I hand the mic back to my master inside.
Alright, just to let you in, this is the first time ever we're having this in Malaysia. It's going to be an infusion of Gymkhana, drifting, and a music festival as well. So if you're not into the driving, you just want to go for the adrenaline, it's a place to go in November, because there will be some international DJs performing as well. There will be DJ Carl Albert, DJ John O'Callaghan, our local DJs as well, DJ Lisa from Taiwan, DJ Charlie from Taiwan as well. So it's going to be a real festival in November. So I'm going to open it up again to the press. Anyone for questions? Okay.
Well, apart from the interaction, the involvement of the drivers taking part and the public checking out the content, any other things that the public could get involved in for the event itself, like for instance maybe a taxi ride, a drifting car, or a Gymkhana car, and so on. Is there any other activities available for the public to participate?
In terms of taxi ride, we are actually planning taxi rides for some chosen entry. Those people are actually coming, the patrons are actually coming, spectators. Yeah. We also have a static car display. Yeah. there's static car display, and there's actually many drift cars that you can come in, and one of the big highlights is actually the concert tour as well. So you've got like a concert tour, drifting and Gymkhana all together. It's like a motorsports Woodstock, yeah, without GPS.
We're pushing for pole dancing, not just yet. Okay. Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there. Any other questions? Anybody? Okay.
What's the expected car attendance?
Sorry?
What's the expected car attendance?
We're actually aiming for 15,000 to 25,000 packs, and of course, if there's more, better, but I think the place can hold around 28,000 to almost 30,000 packs. So that's a rough expected attendance for this event.
Hi, my question is, why is this event organized in Malaysia? I believe you're from Singapore, right?
Because I'm from Singapore, yeah. Singapore is so small. There's no place to drift. There's no place to actually Gymkhana or whatsoever. Our car parks are like, the government don't really allow us. So the only event that we actually have in Singapore is actually our F1. So that's why we bring this event for the Singaporeans to also see. And I know Malaysians are enthusiastic over this, and that's why we choose Malaysia. And you guys are actually more car fanatic than us Singaporeans.
There are actually less fines in Malaysia. Singapore, there are more fines. Just kidding. Any more questions for the press? Anybody? Anyone? I just got one final question I want to pose to Ian now. Ian, between the two events, that's the Gymkhana and the drifting, which is your personal favorite?
I knew you were going to ask me that. It's going to be a tough one to say. I love motorsports. I've been in motorsports all my life since I've ever known. I come from a family of race car drivers. So, of the two which I like selecting the girls for the event. I thought I told you this. But honestly, I love drifting. It's a sport which I couldn't get into because it just takes up too much money. And I really envy Jason because he gets to come on a first class air ticket and come here and, you know, and be chaperoned in a limousine while I got to drive, pay the auto pay parking downstairs and walk up here. Yeah, so yeah, the drifting is my favorite. Yeah, Gymkhana is my passion. I'm going to be the taxi, the one sitting beside him on the. So first he will try to scare me, then he will come to my side and I'll try to scare him.
So there'll be diapers provided as well. Alright, just check. Question?
Yeah, there's so many other car events in Malaysia besides this. What makes it so special compared to all the other competitive Gymkhana and drifting? As well as I want to know, what about safety? You know, we've actually heard there's accidents happening during races. You know, have you all looked into all these aspects before organizing this event?
Safety issues. I think they brought up safety issues for the event.
As well as, is there any rules for entering this? Is it sanctioned or is there rules? Or
it will definitely be sanctioned. Basically, it's a pioneer in Gymkhana. So this event will definitely be sanctioned. In terms of safety rules, we have already wrecked the Saban many times, and we intend to go back again, in fact tomorrow, to actually settle the track layout and to see actual fault and where to actually lay out the barriers. Yeah. So in terms of drifting and the Gymkhana, so all drivers will be safe, all participating drivers, and also the most important thing is the spectators to actually come in and watch. The difference, big thing, the point everyone should come to the tracks on track, as the name suggests, is that it's hard to find a motorsports event that has this concert base as well as rich motorsports events and activities going on. So it's definitely worth trying, and I would dare to say this could be one of the first combination of music and motorsports together. Yeah.
I think I want to add, In short, motorsports is dangerous.